Hi, welcome to Salt City Knits podcast. I'm Emily, and this is a podcast all about my making life. And today I have finished objects, works in progress, a new design that is coming out, a call for test knitters for that, and some shop news at the end. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of rambling mixed in between because that's how I roll. You can find me as Salt City Knits or Yarnbrary on Ravelry, Instagram, and my website is yarnbrary.com for my patterns and my yarn. So let's just dive right in with a little bit of a life update. I've had a great time the last little bit since I recorded. I don't even remember exactly when that was. I think it was like a week and a half ago or something. I can't remember. It might have only been a week ago. Whatever it is, I'm back. I've been working so hard on my health goals and just feeling really good about my progress. I actually joined the gym and went one time so far only. I've been working out at home as well, but I even have an appointment to have a consultation / workout with a personal trainer, not at the gym. This is a different independent person who is he's like a physical therapist, but he also does personal training. So I'm going to see how that goes. I don't know if it's going to be the right fit for long term, but we'll try it out. I'm trying out all kinds of things and it's kind of crazy. I've been doing all kinds of things that I've put off for a really long time. I say put off. I've been full on avoiding him. I mean, doctor's appointments and things like that. I actually had my first mammogram yesterday. Don't know why I put that off for so long. It was no big deal. Got that taken care of. I've got the dentist scheduled, which is probably going to be the worst. It's definitely the most terrifying of everything for me. So yeah, that's coming up. But yeah, I'm just doing all kinds of things I didn't know I could do. So I'm really proud of myself. Anyway, what else has been going on? Oh, Abby graduated. She's official. She's a graduate, which means I have graduated as a homeschooling mom. Our homeschooling time, our official homeschooling time is complete. Now, the method of homeschooling we've always done, which is leadership education, is a lifelong learning attitude. And so it doesn't feel like much has changed other than the fact that it's kind of been this nice defining moment of officially being like, okay, Abby, now it is on you. And we've already been that way in a lot of ways. We really try and get our children very much leading out on their own decisions, but it's kind of the official time. And it also means that I am no longer participating in our homeschool group, which we have done for 14 years. So that is, a big, big change in our lives. I won't be teaching classes there anymore. And so, yeah, it's kind of new chapter, but a good one. And Abby is now very much beside herself because all of a sudden she's like, wait, I have to figure out what to do. I'm like, you have time. You're still 17. It's okay. You don't have to figure it all out right now. So what else have we been doing? I mean, that's the main stuff, is working on my health, Abby's graduation. I think that's the majority of the new or interesting things that have been going on. I got this cute new dress, so I'm going to put a little video right here. I really like it. It's so fun. It was just an Amazon find, and I turned around and ordered another one in another print because I like it so much. I feel like it fits cute. It's super light and good for summer. It's like a stretchy fabric, but still has kind of like a sharper collar. And I just really like it. It's fun. So I've got some shorts on under it. I think I'm going to be doing lots of dresses through the summer. So just sounds cool and breezy. So let's dive in. Let me show you my finished object first, which is also a new design, and I am looking for test knitters for this. So I talked about this in my last episode and how I wanted to design another sock set shawl. I think I may have even shown this in progress, but it is finished and the pattern is ready to go. And this is Lake Point. And I think it's just so pretty. It uses 100 grams of the main color and then 20 grams of the contrast color. So if you buy sock sets, this is a perfect way to use that. It's fingering weight, of course. And it's really, really simple. Even though there's lots of lace, it's very, very simple lace pattern. It's a 12-row repeat, but your wrong side rows are the same. I'm talking specifically about this diamond lace. So really only have to remember 6 rows, and they're very intuitive and easy to memorize. So yeah, it's really fun. And in this sample, I knit in my Shop Girl colorway, which is one of my Shop Around the Corner sets. And the base was contemporary sock, and it is an 80-20 base and has 400 yards to 100 grams or 80 yards to 20 grams. And I tried to design, I tried to always give 10% additional yarn, if that makes sense, just to make up for gauge differences. And there is a 10% leftover of the main skein, but I used all but 1 gram of the contrast. In fact, where did I put that? Is it handy? Somewhere. Yes, right here. This is what I had left of my main skein. This is what I have left of my mini. So I think the moral of this story is either you have to be really careful about gauge or choose a yarn that has more yardage. So for example, my Biography sock base has 437 yards to 100 grams. So you've got 37 more yards, or I think it's 7 more yards to 20 grams. If you were to go with like a 75-15 merino nylon blend, those tend to be even more like 463 yards to 100 grams. So they're a finer weight of yarn, they're a lighter fingering weight, but you're going to get more yardage. So, and then your other option is have extra yarn on hand. But I really love how it turned out. It's so fun. And again, this is called Lake Point. So I am looking for some test knitters right now, and I've put a link in the description box of this video to the test knit form if you are interested in doing that. It's going to be the kind of thing where we're going to do it fairly quickly. So I will start that test knit, honestly, as soon as people sign up. I've got the pattern ready to send out. But we want to try and finish it by the end of May. I knit mine in, I think, just over a week. And I know I am a fast knitter, but I think it's very doable to do this within a 2 to 3 week time frame if you're, if that's your thing. So just a little heads up there. So if you're interested, come and join me on the test knit. That would be really fun. I think that is my only finished object right now. I do have 2 works in progress to show. I haven't knit any more on Michael's socks. I kind of forgot about them until I was pulling things out to show you. And then I was like, oh yeah, I never finished these. I just kind of got excited by other stuff and put them to the side and forgot that I had a sock that I was in the process of. In fact, the other day I was thinking, oh, I need to cast something on for the car because I don't have anything handy. Oh, there you go. So I showed yarn that I bought last week or last episode at the Great Basin Fiber Arts Fair, and I wanted to show what I have cast on. I've cast on 2 different projects. I'm trying to find the first page of this pattern so I can show you pictures. Ah, there it is, right there. So the first one is I am knitting this by Elizabeth Smith. It's called the Rosanna cardigan. Of course, you got, my printer did some weird stripiness there. But this is a sport weight cardigan, and I am going to knit it like a lot more cropped, either like kind of right to the waist or even more cropped, you know, like high waist, to wear over dresses. Like this one, that would be really cute with. And the yarn I am using is from So Happy Jane, and it's Sustain is the base. And it is 350 yards to 100 grams. It's 50% superfine Shiniko merino, 25% linen, and 25% silk. So I'm hoping that the silk and the linen will make this a little drapey. I mean, that's what I saw in the samples that were shown at her booth. Make it a little drapey and a little more, breathable. Yeah, lighter weight, more appropriate for summer. So I am getting close. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting close to dividing for the sleeves. And this is the yarn that I'm using. And I love, look how close that is to the pattern. So it has this little bit of eyelet detail at the back of the neck. It's all curled up, of course, just really simple. And then right now I'm working on neck increases and finishing up the raglan increases. I'll be coming up pretty soon. I mean, I still got several rows to go, but I'm getting closer to dividing for the sleeves. So, or at least, yeah, finishing those raglan increases. There will be the same type of eyelet detail will start down the front panels after the neck increases are complete. So far with this yarn, I feel like it's really nice to knit with. It's not quite as like squishy and springy, of course, as a like 100% merino. It definitely has the linen in it, and you can kind of, I'm trying to see if I can find a good spot to show you where the, like right here, I don't know if you can see the linen fibers that pick up here. Let's see, what can I put behind it so you can see? Everything is light colored here. But there's these long linen fibers. Yeah. Anyway, they're really long that sometimes I'll just pull out because I don't necessarily want them just hanging out there. And it definitely has a little bit more of a rustic feel to it right now. But I know that with linen, the magic happens when you block it, when you wash it and block it, and it gets better and better. So I think it's going to be really nice, and I'm liking how it's coming out. I mean, it's so hard to see anything interesting about it right now when it's all bunched up on the needles, but it's coming along. It's coming along, and it's very simple, easy to do. So that's been a nice one to work on. Is there anything else I wanted to say about that? I'm knitting the second from the largest size. So that is the size 9, which is supposed to have a bust circumference of 57 inches. Oh, and gauge. I've still never even measured the gauge, you guys. That's kind of ridiculous. Maybe I should do that. If I end up with a sweater that is way too big or way too small, we're all going to know why, and it's going to be hilarious. We're taking the risk, I guess. Okay, the other thing that I am working on right now is, I'm not exactly what, it's a wrap. We're just going to say it's a wrap. I am using some absolutely amazing yarn from, our AirPod case is in this and it was tangled up. Some amazing yarn from Snowdrift alpacas. And this is 100% alpaca. It's non-superwash. It's a lace weight, and it has 404. I keep doing this when I have my glasses right here. It's 440 yards to 50 grams. And it's a Montana-based alpaca ranch, and then they have their fibers milled. And I just realized I am in the middle of a row, and that is just the dumbest thing ever. Hold on just a minute. Okay. So I'm knitting this wrap, and I'm using 3 colors of this yarn. I am knitting a wrap inspired by the Windseeker Stola. And I put a link to that in the last episode. I'm not going to link to it in this episode because of the fact that I'm not really happy with that pattern at all. I don't care for it. It's just not for me. The way it's written is not for me, and I don't like the it has an applied I-cord border around the entire thing. And I just am like, shoot me now. Lace weight, applied I-cord around a perimeter of a fairly large wrap. No, that's a no for me. So in the end, I'm using the inspiration of the construction of it, but I'm writing up, like, just for myself, my own instructions that have contiguous I-cord. So it starts with an I-cord tab cast on, and then you work the I-cord along with the actual, shawl or wrap. The difference is that it's going to stripe when I stripe the yarn, whereas an applied I-cord can be all one color. So it definitely is a different look. And I'm not saying that the Windseeker Stola is a bad pattern. It's just not my preference for the way it's written. I feel like it over explains, and I don't know, it was hurting my brain. And I tend to be somebody who I'm like, I want to see the big picture, and then I just want to go and do it. And it was a little bit too over explainy and wordy for me. And I just was like, this is easier for me to just do it. So anyway, this little bloop of the dip right here will block out really nicely. I feel very comfortable in that. Also, the other thing about this Windseeker Stola is that it is written for lace weight, but it's written for lace weight mohair, which has all of that lovely halo that kind of fills out. And so it's knit at a looser gauge than what I am doing for this, which has, is soft and luxurious, but is not, halo-y. So that pattern was knit on a US size 6, which is a 4mm needle. And I'm knitting this on a US size 4, which is a 3.5mm needle. So I am starting out, I've been working on this for quite a while. It is lace weight, so it's not quite a while. I've just put some knitting into it. It's been like less than a week. So anyway, I started it on Saturday, so today's Wednesday. You get the idea. But anyway, that's where I've gotten so far. It is lighter than air. It is, the needles are for sure the heaviest part of it by far. It's soft and luxurious and just, I think it's going to be stunning. Absolutely stunning. I am most likely knitting, I never exactly know while I'm working on something, but this will most likely be a gift. And I have somebody in mind for it, but we'll see if I can part with it by the time we get there. It's not really my colors. These colors are quite, I love these colors, but they're not the colors I wear. I think they're gorgeous. But yeah, not really the colors that I wear. So let's see, what are these colors? We've got the undyed. Does it say colorways on them anywhere? I don't think it does. Nope. No color names. It's very small mill, but just absolutely beautiful yarn. It's 2-ply. It's just gorgeous. I can say one thing that I'm not really happy. I mean, I didn't want to go back and do it, but I changed the increases right here. I think you can see maybe. What can I put behind this? I've got like a package here. Put that behind it, see if that will help. Yes, it does. So you can see here to here where I changed the type of increases I was doing. I decided not to go back and rip that out and start over again because it was quite fiddly to start it. And I was also at a conference when I was working on it, and I didn't want to have to restart it while I was at the conference. So, but I like this increase better than what I was doing up here. It just looks so much cleaner. Down here, I was doing knit front and backs on either side of a central stitch. Here I changed to make ones. Make one, what was I doing? Make one right and make one left. And it makes a big difference. So, all right. That is all I have for works in progress right now. I mean, I do have those socks still sitting, and I actually have done a little bit of work on my granny stripe blanket. My husband and I have been rewatching, well, for me rewatching, for him watching for the first time, The Chosen. And so I have put that blanket down by my couch in my family room, which is where we watch TV together. And I'll work on that during an episode, and made a little bit of progress, not a ton. I'll show it in the next episode or two. So let's talk about shop news. There's not a ton of shop news right now because right now I'm just working on getting Founding Mothers boxes out. And I am working on designing and preparing for a summer collection. So, but I have done some restocks of some of my existing colorways. So I have restocked, let me think what it was, Maple Sugar Party and Plum Creek. Those are both Little House colorways, and I really love them. And I have restocked Opera Dancer's Daughter from Jane Eyre. And I know there was one other. Oh, I have not Prairie Sky, As You Wish. I've just restocked As You Wish, which is from the Princess Bride collection. So I've got several other really fun things in there. And I also have the Shire May Club, which is Mary and Pippin are the inspiration for that one. And I still have both April and May's colorways for the You've Got Mail Shop Around the Corner Club, which are Shop Girl, like the shawl that I showed you, which is the blue and the gray. And then I also have Daisies Are the Friendliest Flower in stock. So those are all of the fun things that I've got going on. And I think that's everything. So I just wanted to wish you all the very best fun and enjoyment with all of the making that you are doing. I hope that you have a wonderful week this week, that you have a great weekend, that you have great weather for what your activities are, and that you all make it through. If you've got kids in school and you're coming to the end of the school year, may the odds be ever in your favor. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.